Network here in Hollywood, Florida, on the campus of MacArthur High School, home of the MacArthur Mustangs. My name is Conrad Volch. I'll be your announcer for this 8U AYFL Super Bowl featuring the Boynton Bulldogs and the PPO Bengals. If you're just joining us, the PPO Bengals just picked up their 49th Super Bowl victory in program history, looking for their 50th here in the 8U division. And the kickoff is recovered there by the Bengals, number 2. Bengals in all orange here in this game. And the Boynton Beach Bulldogs in black with red stripes along the shoulder pads and red lettering. This is the second of 6 Boynton Bulldog teams. First team fell 7-0 to the Delray Rocks in the 6U game. This is our third game of 8. Last one of the morning slate. And the Bengals will start 1st and 10 from the 49. And this will be taking the snap as number 1 for the PPO Bengals. They cross over the 45 to the 44. About a 5-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 5 early. This is another 4 8-minute quarter game. And the last game was 4 8-minute quarters. 6U was 4 6-minute quarters. Not a whole lot of yardage gain there. Good defensive stand by the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. Make that 3rd and about. They gained maybe a yard. They need to get to the 39-yard line for a first down. Here goes number 1 for PPO. Slips a tackle, slips another, and finally brought down by the 3rd man. Number 0 of Boynton Beach. This quarterback, number 1, is fast for the Bengals. Okay, we're going to try to give you the names as best we can. We haven't had too many rosters up here. Luckily, we had one for the Bengals squad last game. But we're going to work with what we got today. So, about a 3-yard gain on that run. Brings up about 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. At the, looks like the 34-yard line. Another strong run there by the PPO Bengals. And PPO came into this Super Bowl Saturday with 48 total Super Bowl victories across all programs. Just picked up their 49th. Looking for their 50th. 3rd and about 3 from the 30. Taking the handoff is number 2. He'll gain maybe a half a yard. So that'll bring up 4th and about 3. And they need the 26 for a first down. Number 15 isn't at quarterback. He'll hand it off to number 2. And it's going to be close. And that's a turnover on downs for the PPO Bengals. Wow. So good defensive stand there by the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. Oh, wait a minute, are they going to change the call? The FAR ref originally called turnover on downs, and that is what it'll stay as. Had some confusion near the middle of the field. Making the stop there was number 7 and number 9 for Boynton Beach. So Boynton Beach will have it 1st and 10 from the 27. 4:36 to go here in the first quarter. And Boynton Beach in the black uniforms with red numbers. PPO Bengals are in the all orange, and we got a penalty marker down. False start on the Bulldogs. So 1st and 15 from the 34-yard line, or excuse me, the 20, from the 23-yard line. And this is a handoff. Oh, look at this open space. A flag comes in. This might be coming back, but before that, we're going to call this. Number 0 getting all the way down to the 10, to the 5. Does he have enough gas? He does, but it looks like this is coming back. So as it stands right now, there it is, holding on the offense. Back-breaking penalty for the Bulldogs. We'll have a timeout on the field for a water break. You hate to see those kind of penalties, because outside of that, that was a big run there for the Bulldogs. That would have been the longest play of the day. And the longest touchdown we've seen today was a 47-yard rushing touchdown back in that 7U Super Bowl by Pembroke Pines. But that's why they say nullified by penalty. So they'll spot the football at the Bulldog 20. They'll need to get to the, looks like the 37 for a first down. So make that 1st and 17. And we have a timeout for Pembroke Pines. First timeout of the first half. They'll have 2 remaining. But weather's starting to climb a little bit here. Sitting at about 80 degrees. Actually, no, it's 82 degrees, feels like 84. It's about as high as it's going to get. It's supposed to cool off a little bit tonight. It's supposed to drop to the low 70s. So 4:20 remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 17 from the 20. Following the holding call. Number 2 in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They hand it off to number 1, the running back. He picks up about 3. Tackled there by number 7. This will be 2nd and about, looks like 14. This will be a pass up to number 6. It's complete. Still going. Wrestled out of bounds by number 10. A couple more Bengals come in to clean up the job. And that's a great pass there for Boynton Beach. This will be a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. They'll run it up the middle. Got a 2-yard gain. Looks like, no, they're going to give them a first down. Forward progress is good enough for a first. So 3rd and 3. They needed 3. They got just enough. And that'll continue the drive for Boynton Beach. Number 2 back to pass. Running out of room, gets out of there. He'll take it off himself. He gets upended at about the 46, pops right back up. Excuse me, that was about the 41.
Good hit. I love seeing good hits.
About a 4.5 yard gain.
It's a 4-yard gain to 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. 2:10 to go in this first quarter. Still no score. Boynton Beach trying to get on the board first. Quick handoff to number 1. Bulldogs gain maybe a yard. Good job on the assignments there by PPO to stay where they're supposed to be. Gain of maybe 1.5. So this will bring up 3rd down. So 3rd and 4. High snap. Hand it off back to number 1. And he can't get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 2 for Boynton Beach. We'll see if they decide to go for it here. There was nothing doing there. So 4th, and it looks like about 5. Under a minute to go here in the first. Number 0 goes in motion over to the right. Trips to the right. 1 out to the left. This will be a pass, and he had a man down there, number 6, but pass was about 2 to 3 yards too far. And the Pembroke Pines Bengals will take over from the Bulldog 42-yard line. And they'll start their drive with 33 ticks left up on the clock. And we got a penalty marker down here. It's going to be a Looks like a too many men in the huddle penalty, I think.
So the points on the field are the Bengals to move him back.
So back it up 5 yards, 1st and 15. So we got a timeout. Second one of the first half by the PPO Bengals. Coming into this game, these two teams are the only ones in all of the Super Bowls today where both teams are completely undefeated. Boynton Beach went 10-0 in the regular season. PPO went 10-0 in the regular season. They have not faced each other all year. But both of these teams come in, high-powered offenses, stifling defenses. Look at the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. Their most points they allowed was 12 points against Plantation in the regular season. And looking at Pembroke Pines, regular season, most they gave up was 6 against Kendall back in week 3. Hand off to number 1 for the Bengals, and not much doing there. Lucky enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 15. See if they run one more play or if they let it expire into the second quarter. And that is how the first quarter will end. So no score, Bengals and Bulldogs. As it is in the low 80s, starting to heat up here. We'll take a quick break. When we return, second quarter action here on the QwikCut Sports Network. Don't go too far.
Congratulations, you've made it to the playoffs. Now it's time for a highlight to get you noticed. I'd like to introduce you to the Hall of Fame Scouting Academy, founded by Pro Football Hall of Fame members. Our football experts craft highlight reels that get coaches watching, and Pro Football Hall of Famers like myself do film evaluations to help get athletes noticed.
Welcome back into the QwikCut Sports Network, and if you're hungry, well, that'll make you even hungrier. That view shot of that dog with all the toppings. Also got all these trophies that these teams can earn. So between great food out here at MacArthur High School and those trophies, a lot of eating will be going on today on the field and off the field. False start committed by the PPO Bengals. Back it up, it's going to be about a 2nd and looks to be 19. They move it to the Bengals side of the 50. So 2nd down from the 49. Hand off. 15 was in at quarterback to number 4, or excuse me, to number 2. Little to no gain on the play. So 3rd and long here for the PPO Bengals. PPO going in the wrong direction here on this drive. Handoff is to number 1. He's got a ton of speed. He'll get up to the 45 of the Bulldogs, 44 actually, before he is tripped up. This will bring up 4th down for the Bengals. We'll see if they decide to go for it here or punt it. Number 15 in at quarterback, getting his last-minute instructions from his coach. So 4th down and about 12 here for the Bengals on the Bulldogs side of the field. They're going to try pass. Oh, he's got a deep man. There it is. Caught by number 4. He's down to the 5. Touchdown, PPO. Oh, my goodness. 4th and 12 from the 44, and that's our first passing touchdown of the day.
Passing touchdown. That's electric. That's what you want to see. And PPO is first on the board.
Absolute great play call by this Bengal offense. Just plain catch. And they'll go for the 1-point try. Number 1 goes up the field, and he'll be stopped short at the 1-yard line. Well, the try is no good, but PPO gets on the board first. They lead 6-0. But, I mean, take a look at this. Swept back, had the man in his face, and just launched it down the field. There wasn't a man within 6 yards. Closed it a little bit at the end. But perfect spiral, had a man open, saw it all the way through, didn't look ahead before he caught it. And at that point, just turn on the jets, and we'll see you at the airport. So Pembroke Pines, for the 2nd straight game, scores the first touchdown. First passing touchdown of the day for any squad.
After the touchdown, here comes Pembroke Pines with the kickoff.
This will be kicked off at the 40 by the Bengals. 1 deep man for the Bulldogs. Be kicked by number 11, and that'll be kickoff out of bounds violation on the Bengals. So this will set up the Bulldogs with great field position. 6:31 remaining here in this second quarter.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. And here comes the Boynton Beach Bulldogs trying to answer back for that Bengals passing touchdown. Who knows, we might even get one from Boynton himself.
So they will spot the football at the Bengal 38-yard line. So great field position for the Boynton Beach Bulldogs to start this drive. .6:31 to go here in the second quarter. This will be a handoff around the backside, and a great start to this drive by number 0, tackled by number 2. So 2nd down and 1. Great job. Great play call there. Good blocking up front by the Bulldog offense. Bulldogs trying to bulldoze their way forward. So 2nd and 1 from the 30. Miscommunicate, little misdirect. Oh, the ball comes out. The ball is out. PPO falls on it. I believe that was number 5 who had it. And the Bengals are in business. We'll look at it here. That That was definitely out before it hit the ground. 51 and number 2 were there. 56, excuse me. And Pembroke Pines has a full 5:36 left to try and punch it in the end zone again. They'll hand it off to number 1, trying to get away. And is the ball out again? No, they're going to say runner was down by contact before the ball got out. So just under 5:10 remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Bengals. Number 15 still in at quarterback under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Tight end out to the right. They'll hand it off to number 1. First touch is number 51 for the Bulldogs. About a 5-yard gain. No, make that a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Quarterback under center. He'll hand it off to his back. This is number 1. Gets away from one man. Oh, he keeps going. He keeps his knee off the ground and will cross across the 45, get it down to the 43. And this rushing attack by PPO is hard to stop. We will have an official's timeout for water. The rushing avalanche starting to continue to collect its snow on the way everywhere it goes. And I mean, just look at this strong run. He doesn't put his knee down. Finally is tackled there by number 4 into Bulldog territory. And I mean, that we've seen some strong tackling, but that was a strong run there. And that's the type of athleticism you have to get you places throughout your career. But that was a grown man run right there by number 1 of the PPO Bengals. So just over 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. Clock is rolling. 1st and 10 from the 44. Hand off to number 2, and he runs into a wall of Bulldogs. Not too much there. So 2nd and 9 for the Bengal offense. And they'll do under center for the quarterback. He'll hand it off once again to number 1. Been their workhorse in that backfield. He'll pick up about 2. Make it about 3rd and 7 here for the Bengal offense. If the Bulldogs can get out of this, they've got 1 4th down stop on the day. Can they make it 2? That would be huge to keep this a 1-score game before halftime. So 2 rushers in the backfield. And we've got a timeout on the field. This will be the 3rd and final for PPO in this first half. Boynton has not called a single timeout. So depending on what happens on this drive, you've got plenty of time, plus you've got your timeouts. So if you get into the open field and you're tackled, you've got time you've got your resources to be able to stop the clock, should they do so. But if you look at this Eagle team, I mean, they're this Bengal team, their big hitter's been number one, but at least on the ground. But our only score thus far was a 44-yard touchdown pass. That was from number 15 to number 4. Only touchdown pass we've seen this afternoon. Or should I say, technically this morning. It's still 11:34 Eastern Time. .242 to go. They'll hand it off to the number 4 in the backfield, trying to make somewhere happen. Misses one man, can't get away from the second man. Still picks up about 2 to 2.5 yards. And this will be 4th and 3 for the PPO Bengals. So 4th down and 3 for PPO. Near jump there by the Bulldogs. Able to get back in time before the offsides call. Under 2 minutes to go. And we got a marker down. Looks like it's going to be 5 yards for delay of game. No, it's a false start. Well, we've got some breaking news according to ESPN. Clippers' Chris Paul is retiring after this season. Chris Paul, at the conclusion of the 2025-26 NBA season, will retire. 12-time All-Star. He'll have played 21 seasons. So minute 53 to go. 4th and 9 here for the PPO Bengals. They need the 34. They'll hand it off to number 7. Oh, he is buried at the 50. First one to get there was number 1, and the clock will stop at a minute 49. Plenty of time for the Boynton Beach Bulldogs and 3 timeouts. See if they got a chance to tie it up. Delayed handoff, and right there to make the tackle was number 1 for the Bulldogs. And I said if the Bulldogs could get a stop and keep this a 1-score game, that would be huge, especially how the Bengals were starting to move the football. 2 receivers to the left. Motion a man across the back. This is number 0, excuse me. Run it about 5 yards, 6 yards even, up to the 44. 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Clock stops as the runner ran out of bounds. Take it. Oh, the ball's on the ground again. Who gets there? There's 1 Bengal there and 2 Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs were able to get back on top of it. It was number 2 and number 56 there for the Bulldogs. Very fortunate to get the ball back. That was not a clean handoff there by Boynton Beach. So this will bring up a 3rd and 6. 67 seconds to go here in this first half. Boynton Beach back to pass, and it's too low and in the ground. So that'll make it 4th and 6 for the Bulldogs. Right at a minute remaining. And Boynton Beach needs to get to the 40 for a first down. And they have all 3 timeouts, so even if they catch it in the open field and tackle, they don't need to get out of bounds necessarily. So we'll see what they can do here. 46 yards to pay dirt for Boynton Beach. They're down 6-0. 60 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And we got a marker down. It's going to be back judge coming in to talk to the white hat. They're going to wave off the flag. So they'll wave off the flag and pump the clock. Bulldogs trying to get organized. Looks like they're going to put quads out to the right. And a man out left. So they're going to go an all-out pass here. And it's thrown over just over the outstretched arms of number 6. And that'll be a turnover on downs for Boynton Beach. And the Bengals will take over from their own 46. 56 seconds. They don't have any timeouts, but they have 56 seconds to work with here in the second quarter. They lead 6-0. So Boynton Beach able to get off the field and prevent any scores by PPO after that strong run to start the drive by number 1. But they give the football back and an opportunity to the Bengals to try and sneak one in before halftime. This will be a direct snap to number 1. He gets across the 50 down to the 48, and a flag comes flying in late. It's going to be a face mask on the Bulldog defense. So add 15 more to the end of the run. And this will move the PPO Bengals even closer to pay dirt. Ball will be spotted at the, looks like the 33. .49 seconds to go. Bengals have 2 men out to the left. Again, it looks like they're going to direct snap it to number 1 once more. He'll take it to the left, and he tries to slip through 2 tacklers, and he is met right before the line of scrimmage by number 57, who flexes on towards his home sideline. It's almost like he was saying, yeah, I lift weights and I eat my PB&Js. Loss of 2 on the play. 20 seconds and counting left here in the first half. 6-0. Bengals over the Bulldogs. They'll snap it again, hot. This time to number 4. He's just trying to run left. Oh, the ball's out! Oh my goodness! This is going to be a fumble recovery and a potential touchdown. 15, 10, 5. We are tied. Oh my goodness! We got to look at this again. Number 4 running around the corner just gets absolutely hit. I think that was number 12 of Boynton Beach. And how about that? That is a 55-yard fumble recovery touchdown. And just like that, Boynton Beach is a point after away from taking the lead. Things can change so fast in games like this. How about that? And the point after run up the middle. The try. It's going to be a sideline warning on Boynton Beach. They're going to allow them to retry it? No, they are not. So it looks like Boynton Beach is going to call their first timeout of the first half. Again, no time on the clock, so no matter what happens after this play, whether it's a successful point after or not, that will be the end of the first half. That is our first fumble recovery, touchdown and defensive touchdown period today for the 2025 American Youth Football League Super Bowls here in the 8U division. We've seen a 44-yard touchdown pass. We've seen a 55-yard fumble recovery. And again, Boynton Beach, a point after away from taking the lead. And because of the sideline warning, looks like they added about 5 yards, so it's going to be snapped from the 7. And 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. For Boynton Beach. Late substitution in for the Bengals. Running back in the backfield as well. Motion around the left side. He's running to the left. He's got a lane, and he runs it in! The point after try is good, and Boynton Beach will take their first lead of the day. First successful point after try since the 6U game where Delray went ahead against Boynton Beach. That is how the first half will end. We will take a break for halftime. Your score after 16 minutes of action, the Boynton Beach Bulldogs 7 and the Pembroke Pines Bengals 6. Don't go too far. We'll take a break here on the QwikCut Sports Network and bring you the second half when we return.
Inside every athlete lives a dream, an unshakable vision of the next level. At Hall of Fame Scouting Academy, that dream becomes reality. Built by NFL legends, our recruiting team shapes highlight reels that get you noticed. And Hall of Fame icons deliver evaluations that accelerate exposure. Turn your dreams into reality. Raw potential into power. We are the Hall of Fame Scouting Academy. The path is here. Walk it with the legends.
Good morning and welcome back to the QwikCut Sports Network here in the land of Hollywood, Florida, and MacArthur High School. Once again, my name is Conrad Volch. It's my ultimate pleasure to bring you the live action of all these games. If you're just joining us, the Bulldogs lead 7-6 over the Bengals. Looked like it was going to be a 6-0 halftime score until it was a 55-yard fumble recovery touchdown, and they made the point after score. It's just the second successful one of the day. First one was back in the 6U game where the Delray Rocks beat the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. Boynton Beach this is their second of 6 teams in the Super Bowls today for the AYFL. But Boynton Beach will have it 1st and 10 from their own 49. Number 2 takes the snap, hands it off to number 0. He'll be spun down right around the 50. Check that, maybe even the 49.5. About half a yard gain. Second and about 9. Boynton Beach with 4 receivers out right, 1 to the left. Number 2 in at quarterback. Got to go fast here. Don't want to risk a delay of game. High snap. This will be a deep pass, and it's just out of reach of number 3. I think PPO wanted a flag. Don't get it. So 3rd and 9, maybe 3rd and 9.5 from about just before the 50. So they need the 42, about the 41-yard line for a first down. Back to pass. Completed catch up to number 0. Tries to spin away, can't get away. He's tackled there by number 7. And this will bring up about a 4th and 2 for Boynton Beach. Already cashed in right at the end of the half. There was no time left when that ball was scored. They try to punch it up the middle. I don't think they got it. Very, very close. We'll see where they mark it. Had a player down for Boynton Beach. He's gotten up and is okay. Wondering if they're going to call for a measurement. So they're going to bring out the chains to see if this is a first down or not. So here we go. First chain measurement of the day. It's going to be close. Stretch the chain out, and wow, that was shorter. That was not as close as I thought it was. I don't think it was that far away, but that is just my personal opinion. It's about a yard short of the first down, and the Bengals will take over at the 43-yard line. The score is 7-6 in favor of Boynton Beach. So 6:28 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's on the ground. A fumble recovery by number 3 of Boynton Beach. How about that? So one play after the turnover on downs, the Boynton Beach Bulldogs take the ball right back. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Bengal 38. .6:23 to go here in the third quarter. Handoff is to number 0, trying to go around the corner. It's brought down there by number 6 of the Bengals. About a 2-yard gain up to the 36-yard line. Boynton Beach has a man down to the left. They're going to go to him, and that is dangerous. We're looking for number 6. Number 7 on defense for PPO was in the area. And the Bulldogs are very fortunate that was not picked off. And we got a penalty marker on the field. Another sideline warning by the Bulldogs. So 3rd and 8. They need the 28. Hand it off to number 0, going around the right side, trying to find a lane. He's got a little bit of an opening, and he's finally spun down and pulled down at the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th and 2. Boynton Beach needs just 2 yards to move the chains. They're going to line it up and go. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first timeout called of the game and the second half. Just taking a look at this run, able to skip through traffic. Nearly got the first down if he was able to pull away, but good job on the Bengal defense to stop him 2 yards short. That's those strong runs that can help set up a more manageable 4th down. Because I feel like if it was any farther than 4th and 4, we might have seen the Bulldogs punt it. But 4th and down and 2 yards here for the Bulldogs. 5:01, remaining here in this third quarter. Bulldogs trying to add to their lead here. Up 7-6. Hand off, and there he goes! Number 0 goes up the middle, going towards the left corner. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hitting the sexy Dexy in the end zone. Dexter Lawrence, you've got some fans out here. That goes down as a 30-yard rushing touchdown. 13-6 pending the point after. And the Bulldogs really feeling it here in this third quarter. They're going to push it forward. Still going, and no good. Ball falls short of the end zone. And now it'll remain a 7-point game. Take a look at this. I mean, really, all he had to do was make it in between those two defenders in the defensive backfield, and he went untouched the entire 30 yards. I mean, just, it's kind of like when you're playing the old Xbox game Forza and you pull on the right trigger 1 to do the power boost and take off. That's what that was right there. So the Bulldogs have scored 13 unanswered points since being down 6-0. And that started with that 55-yard fumble recovery touchdown at the end of the first half. The Bulldogs will kick off from the 40. 4:52 left here in this third quarter. Short kick, and that bounces off a Bengal. Who's got it? Bulldogs get it. Recovered by number 3. And Boynton Beach is really feeling it here. Perfect kick, kind of was a wobbler. Looked like a routine just fall on the football and start from the 50, but bounced off the front line guy for the Bengals. And it's Bulldog football again. Be a simple handoff to number 1. Tries to clear. He's got a lane. A man's down, and he'll step out of bounds at the 38. Had a clear shot down the field, but just barely stepped out of bounds. It is a first down. There was nobody in front of him. Just barely stepped out. So 1st and 10 from the 38. And whistles before the snap. Too many men in the huddle. Or no, excuse me, illegal substitution is the call, excuse me. That'll be 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. Again, that flag was illegal substitution. Ball is handed off. Number 1 again. Runs over one Bengal, gets dragged down by another. Number 6 hit him first. Number 1 and number 10 brought him down. Gain of about 2. He's 2nd and 3. 4:14 to go here in the third quarter. Boynton Beach with all the momentum, trying to get another one in the end zone. And this will be handed off to number 0. Almost lost track of the football. I got lost. We're going to have a stoppage of play for a water break. And number 10 in on the tackle, and number 0 for Boynton Beach. Clock has stopped with 3:59 left to go here in the third quarter. And Boynton Beach scoring 13 unanswered since being down 6-0 in the first half. Had a 55-yard fumble recovery touchdown literally at the end of the quarter. Running back was just running to his left, trying to burn out some clock. Fumbled the football, and there was nobody in the way of the linebacker. He took it all the way to the house. So Boynton Beach, 1st and 10 from the 27. Hand it off again, this time to number 6. Gain of maybe a yard. Makes it 2nd and 9 from the 26. If you're Boynton Beach, kind of go on this, take a little bit longer on this drive. Don't give the Bengals any time to do anything. And then start the fourth quarter. And Boynton Beach 2nd and 9 from the 26. No receivers out wide, running back in the backfield. They do decide to pass. Number 2 puts it all into it, and it's caught! It's caught! Touchdown, Boynton Beach! How do you like that? Perfectly drawn up. That's number 0. He's got a 30-yard touchdown on the ground. Now he's got a 26-yard catch through the air. So Boynton Beach will line up for the 1-point try. They lead 19-6. 2:41 left here in the third. They'll hand it off. And not a whole lot of real estate to work with there. That'll make it remain at 19-6. Here with 2:41 left here in the third quarter. Just take a look at this pass one more time. Just put everything he had to it. He didn't even step into it. Rolled out to the right and just said, I know a guy's down there. And sure enough, number 0 was. And we got another Sexy Dexy sighting in the end zone. So that's 3 total touchdowns, 2 Sexy Dexies, and a partridge in a pear tree. So the Bulldogs will kick off. Bengals will have will get the ball down 2 scores. And kicking off for the Bulldogs is number 16. Excuse me, number 6. See if they try the short kick attempt. They do. That time it is fielded successfully there by number 12 for Pembroke Pines. So anything's possible in these Super Bowl games. Again, if you're Pembroke Pines, you don't want it to stretch any farther than it is right now. And Boynton Beach up by 13 points here late in the third. Bengals will have it 1st and 10 from the 48. High snap. Running back takes it. It's number 1. Gets it up just about the 50. So about a 1-yard gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9. High snap again. Number 1 has to take it. Looks like he tripped over the parts of the field. Pick up just another yard. So this will be 3rd and 8 from midfield. Again, that PPO offense just has not been able to find its footing since the second quarter.
They ain't lined up straight enough. You see that?
But as we've seen in this game, it just takes about 1 or 2 special plays to get your team right back in it. This time they're going to go back to pass. This one's deep, and it's intercepted.
It's over, man.
That is picked off by number 2.
Every second that passes by, they're looking more and more like they're Super Bowl champions.
And the Boynton Beach Bulldogs get another turnover collected. The pass hung up in the air for a while, and it was brought down. It was triple coverage down there. And Boynton Beach in full control of this 8U Super Bowl. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. What will they show us next? Full loaded offensive line, plus a couple running backs. Another running back in the backfield, and he's getting a free, trying to run away. That's number 6, and that penalty flag was launched by the back judge at the 40. Lands at the opposite 35. And that'll be holding on the offense. We've got an official's timeout, injured Bengal on the field. And we hope the injured player is okay. Again, it is hot today. And he is up and is okay. He makes it to the sideline under his own power. Expect might see some cramping throughout the day, depending on how hot it gets. And it says on the weather forecast it's only supposed to get up to 82, but depending on the humidity today, might feel like as high as 85. But it's supposed to be down to the low 70s by the time the last game is played this evening. So will be handed off to number 3. He's got a wide open lane. Oh, he could do it again. He's at the 50. One man to beat. He's down to the 30, down to the 25, and he'll step out of bounds at about the 21-yard line, I think. What a run. This man cannot stop at all. That is number 0. He's got a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. At the end of the day, he's going to have at least 150 all-purpose yards. And I keep getting the 0 and the 3 confused because they do look similar from a distance. But that is how the end of the third quarter will happen. Big run from the Bulldog territory into Bengal territory. When we start the fourth quarter, it will be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. In final 8 minutes to go in this AYFL Super Bowl for the 8U division. And both of these teams come in with perfect records on the season. 12-0 overall, including playoffs. And this Boynton Beach Bulldogs squad has just blown this game wide open. There will be a new winner. It's been the Pompano Eagles each in the last 2 seasons. And this league was started back in 1996 with 6 teams: Boca, Cooper City, Pasadena, Plantation, Sawgrass, and Weston. And the most recent teams were added in 2012. It was Miramar and West Park. But it has been 19 unanswered points by the Boynton Beach Bulldogs against the Pembroke Pines Bengals. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10, and they spotted it at the, looks like the 19-yard line. And we've got a penalty marker for false start. They'll back it up to the 24-yard line. So 4th and final quarter here for this 8U Super Bowl. This will be a handoff, this time to number 1 for Boynton Beach. Tries to make the turn around the corner, can't quite make it. No gain on the play. So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Coming up in the 9U division, we'll see more of the Boynton Beach Bulldogs, this time taking on the Pompano Eagles. That'll be the Eagles' 2nd of 3 teams. And it'll be Boynton Beach's third of 6 teams. This time, number 0 trying to go around the left side. Makes one man miss. He's still going, and he is in for a touchdown. How do you like that?
That's number 6? That's number 6?
For number 0, he's got a 30-yard rushing touchdown, a 26-yard receiving touchdown, and now a 23-yard rushing touchdown. Untouched again. And that makes it 25-6. Boynton Beach over the Bengals. They'll line up for the 1-point try.
So they get this extra point, 26.
So line up with a receiver out wide to the left and the right. Number 2 will go back to pass. It's high up into the air. And it is out of the outstretched arms of number 3. So the try is no good. But with that touchdown, that makes it 25 unanswered points since being down 6-0 for the Bulldogs. In Boynton Beach, this is their second of 6 teams today. Their first team fell to the Delray Rocks in the 6U game by a score of 7-0. And they will have teams in the 9U, 10U, 11U, and 13U for the remainder of the afternoon. Again, they made program history for having 6 teams represented in the AYFL Super Bowls for the 2025 season. And they had the most that was 6. The second most was 3. That's the Pompano Eagles. That's followed by both Miramar and PPO with 2 teams each. And then Miami Pal, Delray, and the Sunrise Hurricanes each have 1. So kickoff here for the Bulldogs. Short kick fielded at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs. There by number 12. Seen him a couple times on the kickoff return team, covering kicks. So the lead is 19 for Boynton Beach over Pembroke Pines. And the Bengals will have it 1st and 10 from the Boynton Beach 49-yard line. And we got a marker down for illegal substitution on the defense. So that'll add 5 yards. Make it 1st and 5 for the Bengals from the 44. They thought about handing it off, decide to be a quarterback keeper. And 3 flags come flying in that backfield. We'll see what they call. A personal foul face mask on the Bulldogs. So that'll turn a loss of 4 into a 15-yard gain. So 20 yards in penalties on this drive by the Bulldogs. That'll put the ball at the 30. Two receivers to the right, one down to the left. Number 15 at quarterback under center, and he'll hand it off to the running back in the backfield. It's about a loss of 1 on the play. So 2nd and 11 from the 31-yard line for the Bengals. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Bengals. Their first charge timeout of the second half. With 5:55 left in the the fourth quarter. And it looked like PPO had the game well under control until the about 12 seconds left in the first half when the Bulldogs recovered a 55-yard fumble return touchdown. And they converted on the 1-point try to make it 7-6 at halftime. And it seems like the momentum has fully shifted since that moment. But 3 total touchdowns scored by number 0. 30-yard rushing touchdown, 26-yard receiving touchdown, and a 23-yard rushing touchdown, which is crazy because before this game we had no passing touchdowns, and we've seen 2, 1 for each team. And that's picked off. That is number 2 of the Bulldogs. So that is 4 turnovers. Yeah, that's 4 turnovers committed by the Bengals. So 25-6 is your score. Five minutes and 47 seconds left in this fourth quarter. At least according to the main scoreboard. This is a pass down. Oh my goodness, nearly another catch. Just missed his receiver. That would have been another passing touchdown. As we hear a speaker loading up underneath us, making the press box vibrate. Perfect pass, just went through the receiver's hands. So 5:45 left in this fourth quarter. We'll go to pass again. This time across the middle, and it's dropped. Number 5 and number 12 on the coverage. for the Bengals. This will bring up 3rd down.
What are they playing? That's 90, right?
So 2nd down and 10. No, sorry, 3rd down and 10. 5:39 to go in this 4th quarter. Bulldogs showing pass. And another drop. So bring up 4th down. See if the Bulldogs decide to punt it here or if they decide to go for it. And 4th and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bengals trying to force a turnover on downs here by the Bulldogs. .533 left in this ball game. We'll have a delay of game on the Bulldogs. This will make it 4th and 15 from the 20. Bulldogs keep their offense on the field. Quarterback back to pass. He looks like he might take it himself, trying to get away from a defender. He does. And gets through another one, and going to be well short of the first. So he picks up about 12. He needed 15. And the Bengals will get the football. 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 32. Have a stoppage of play. Timeout, Bulldogs. It's their 2nd timeout of this 2nd half. They'll have 1 remaining. Again, this game was 6-0 at one point, Bengals. Till about the end of the 1st half when we had a 55-yard fumble recovery touchdown by this Bulldog defense. And we've seen three touchdowns scored by number 0, 30-yard rush, a 26-yard reception, and a 23-yard rush. On the Bengals side, we saw a 44-yard receiving touchdown by number 4 off the arm of number 15. So again, no passing touchdowns before this game. We've seen 2, 1 for each team. And who knows, we might see more. We've still got 5:21 left in this football game. This is taken by number 1 of the Bengals, trying to make something happen. And he skirts his way up to the 24. That'll make it 2nd and 2. Maybe make it 2nd and 1. Line to gain is the 23. Hand it off to number 1, and he'll push his way forward up to about the 21, and he's got enough for a Bengal 1st down. Clock will stop as they set the sticks. Looks like we got an injured player trying to make it to the sideline for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a water break timeout. Heat starting to make its presence known here in the land of Hollywood, Florida. Currently it says it's 81, feels like 82. And according to the AI weather report, enjoy a pleasantly warm, partly cloudy afternoon with good air quality. That's according to the AI weather report for this area of the land of Florida. So 1st and 10 from the 21 for the Bengals. Bengals down 25-6. Direct snap to the number 1. Will be spun down at about the 16-yard line. Second and 4 for PPO. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Another direct snap to number 1. He gets dragged down behind, but not before he picks up the first at the 10-yard line. So PPO well within the red zone. And it's back to number 1 again. He'll run it up the right side like a jet sweep. He'll be tackled right around the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Bengals. And 25 unanswered by the Bulldogs. Bengals trying to get their first score since the 2nd quarter. Not much there, about a yard. So this will be 3rd and goal from the 4. And whoever designed the boom boxes that they got for these teams, they sound clear and sounds like the, if my vision is correct, that's the speaker for the Pompano or the Pompano Eagles for the 9U game coming up next. And it most definitely is. And a quick timeout on the field. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line for the Bengals. 2:46 to go here in the 4th quarter.
You ate me, so you don't care. She got hers out of the way. She ain't heard about that.
Direct snap. Number 1 trying to go inside, and he will make it in for the touchdown. So with that, that will stop the 25 unanswered points scored by the Bulldogs.
It's looking pretty hard, but it's not impossible for them to pull this one out.
So 25-12 is your score, pending the point after attempt. The attempt will be taking place from the 2. Number 15 will look to pass and can't find his receiver in the end zone. So that'll keep the score at 13 points. And 25-12 is your score in favor of Boynton Beach. And good run there by number 1 of the Bengals. It's their first touchdown since the second quarter. Led this game 6-0, and then the Bulldogs scored 25 unanswered. The Bengals finally get back to the end zone. Bengals have 2 timeouts remaining. Boynton Beach has 1. So they'll kick off from the 40-yard line. Bulldogs have 1 deep man. Number 11 is the kicker for the Bengals. It's collected by number 6. And he is met at around the Bengal 48-yard line. So that is where the Bulldogs will start their drive. So 1st and 10 from the 48 for the Bulldogs. 2:30 remaining here in the 4th quarter of this AYFL Super Bowl for the 8U division.
So down 13 points, they're on defense, Super Bowl game. Let's see what happens. First play, hand off at the middle.
Hand off quickly. Tackle is made by number 51. That was number 6 on the carry for the Bulldogs. Clock continues to roll for the Bulldogs. That's a loss of 3 on the play. We have a injured Bulldog on the field. That looks like it's number 57. I hope he is okay.
Injury on the field.
And it's going to be hot and humid for most of the rest of the day. And they already enforce 1 water break per quarter. That's not including the timeouts that the teams take. They will carry number 57 off for the Bulldogs. We hope he is okay. So under 2 minutes to go. 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They'll hand it off to their running back. Tackled quickly by number 51. Ball carried by number 1. And we'll have a timeout taken by the Bengals. They'll have 1 remaining. So 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs have it within 13, or excuse me, have a 13-point lead on the Bengals. And if they do get a stop here on 3rd down, expect the Bengals to burn their last timeout. Bengals came into this game with 49 Super Bowl victories in their team's history. Picked up their 49th trophy last game in the 7U game. Trying to pick up their 50th. Down by 13 with 90 seconds to go. This will be handed off to the running back again. He'll be swallowed up by, looks like about 6 different Bengals. It's finally blown dead. No gain on the play. 4th down. Bengals still holding on to that last timeout. 60 ticks to go here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs taking as much time as they want to. We're going to have trips down to the right. And we're going to have a timeout. Bulldogs. Bulldogs will call their 3rd and final timeout here in the 2nd half. 42 ticks remaining here in the 4th quarter. And the breeze starting to come out, which has helped circulate the airflow outside. Luckily, we've been in the press box, so it hasn't been too terribly hot in here. But our man Jordan Johnson is outside down on the field collecting the field camera angles, and definitely getting a lot of the sun is our wide shot camera guy, Donaldson Desramo. But for Adam Black, Brian Kells, and I, we are safe and sound underneath the shade. So, but again, huge shout out to those guys for this entire production, because without all those guys, I can't give you the live broadcast, and we can't provide what we're providing today. So thank you to everybody who's put this production together to make this possible here. 4th down, movement up front. False start. So back the ball up 5 yards. 4th and 18. Line to gain is the 30, looks like the 39-yard line of the Bengals. Ball will be placed at the Bulldog 42, close to the 43. They'll go to pass. High ball, it's sitting in the air, and there's the flag. 22 was on the coverage. Number 6 was back to receive it. And it looks like we're going to have a pass interference call. So it will be a 15-yard penalty, not enough for a 1st down. So it'll make a 4th and 18 about a 4th and 3. Again, we're so used to the NFL where it's a pass interference, 15 yards automatic, but in the youth leagues, it's 15 yards, and if it's enough yardage for a 1st, great. If not, Then they try it again. So it looks like it's going to be a 4th and 4. Maybe a 4th and 5. So still remains 4th down here. 36 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs showing pass here. Short throw, and that'll be short of a first down. Tackle made by number 24 on number 4. And the Bengals look like they'll have one more drive left in the game. 30 ticks to go in this game. We'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 42. (25-12). Boynton Beach over Pembroke Pines. And 30 seconds remain here in this 8U Super Bowl. Bulldogs had a man missing on the field, able to sub him in last second. Number 15 throwing it deep, and it's tipped and dropped. So bring up 2nd down with 24 ticks to go. Again, as a reminder, coming up after this game is the 9U game. We'll see the Boynton Bulldogs again facing off against the Pompano Eagles. For Boynton, it'll be their 3rd of 6 championship appearances. For the Pompano Eagles, it'll be their 2nd of 3rd. At catches made over at the 40-yard line for a 2-yard loss. Clock's still running, and that should be the final play of the game. Well, no, wait. Bengals are trying to line up for another play. Quarterback can't get away, and oh, he's still going. And there he goes. He's down at the 30. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 American Youth Football League Super Bowl champions for the 8U division, the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. They finish a perfect season at 13-0. They defeat the Pembroke Pines Bengals by a score of 25-12. Well, we've seen 3 games. We've got 5 more to go. As a reminder, the Boynton Bulldogs and the Pompano Eagles will square off in the 9U game in just a few minutes. Don't go too far. More football coming your way here on the QwikCut Sports Network.